Caitlin Clark stood tall in San Francisco, her voice calm but focused. She didn't want to go back. Not to the collision. Not to the controversy. Not to Marina Mabrey's hit that sent her crashing to the floor just nights before. She made it clear, she's not here for drama. Not here for replays. Not here to feed the fire. She's here to hoop, to lead, to elevate, to move forward. Tuesday night's game between Indiana and Connecticut was more than physical, it was testy, emotional, volatile. A rivalry in the making, perhaps. And in the middle of it was Caitlin Clark, as she often is, whether she wants to be or not. The moment that had everyone talking came fast. Marina Mabrey, playing with edge and energy, lowered her shoulder into Clark during a break in play. Clark hit the hardwood. The crowd gasped. Cameras caught it all. Social media exploded. On Wednesday, the league responded. The WNBA reviewed the footage and upgraded the play to a flagrant 2 foul, a sign that the contact wasn't just unnecessary, it was excessive. Dangerous. The kind of play that doesn't belong in the game. But Clark, she's not pointing fingers. She's not calling out names. When asked about it, she brushed it off with maturity beyond her years. She redirected the spotlight back to basketball. To her team. To the win. Because the Fever won that night. And to Clark, that's what matters. Not the headlines. Not the viral clips. Just the scoreboard. It's not the first time she's been targeted. Defenses have been physical with her all season. She's been bumped, boxed, knocked, and hounded. That's the cost of greatness. The price of attention. The reality of being Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. She knows it. She accepts it. She doesn't whine. She absorbs the contact, gets up, and keeps going. That's how she's built. That's how she played at Iowa. That's how she's wired now in Indiana. Her coaches see it. Her teammates respect it. They know Clark is the engine, the spark, the magnet for defenders and critics. And they've rallied around her. Marina Mabrey, for her part, hasn't spoken in detail about the incident. But the league's judgment was clear, the play crossed the line. In a league that's growing, that's gaining attention like never before, moments like these draw eyes. They also force conversations. About respect. About safety. About physicality and where the line is drawn. But Clark won't let it distract her. She's chasing bigger goals. She wants to win games, elevate her teammates, and keep growing as a professional. She's still a rookie, technically. But nothing about her presence says rookie. Not the way she handles pressure. Not the way she takes the hits and keeps moving. Not the way she leads through the noise. The Fever, under coach Stephanie White's leadership, even in her recent absence, have built a culture of grit and unity. When Clark goes down, the whole team steps up. They respond not with retaliation, but with runs. With stops. With wins. Clark's playmaking remains elite. Even on nights when the shot isn't falling, she's dropping dimes, reading the floor, and making her team better. Her basketball IQ is undeniable. But off the court, her composure might be even more impressive. She's had to grow up fast in a league that isn't always kind. She knows the cameras follow her. Every reaction, every move, every fall. So she chooses not to react emotionally. She protects her energy. She chooses her words wisely. Because she knows little girls are watching. She knows young hoopers are learning how to carry themselves by watching how she carries herself. She also knows the WNBA is in a spotlight it hasn't seen before. Attendance is up. Viewership is climbing. Stories like hers are reaching new audiences. So she plays her role with grace. She lets her game speak. Even after hard fouls. Even after drama. Even after media storms. She doesn't deny the physicality. She knows it's part of the game. But she also knows there's a difference between defense and danger. Between tough and reckless. And she trusts the league to make that distinction, as it did in upgrading the foul. It was a message sent. A line drawn. The game can be intense, emotional, hard-fought, but it has to stay within the bounds of safety. Clark's not here to become the story. She wants the game to be the story. The action, the execution, the results. She wants to grow the league, not fuel controversy. And as the season rolls on, she's focused on one thing: getting better. Helping the Fever climb the standings. Building chemistry. Creating moments that inspire, not divide. The incident with Mabrey may fade from headlines, but the way Clark handled it won't be forgotten. Quiet strength. Resilience. Focus. That's what makes her different. That's what makes her special. Not just the logo threes. Not just the court vision. Not just the highlight passes. But the poise, the patience, the professionalism. She's already more than a player. She's becoming a symbol, for the WNBA's future, for the power of grace under pressure, and for how to lead when everyone's watching. And when she steps back on the court, it won't be with grudges. It'll be with purpose.